Hello, my name is Adam. I work with Tex-Air Solutions, and we came here to diagnose an issue with the water heater. The ventilation pipe was not up to code. We had to replace it. Actually, the pipe was, we had an issues where it had some air leaks. The pipe wasn't installed properly. It was an old pipe anyway that was installed with a new water heater, so we had to rid of the old pipe and put a new pipe where it's up to code now, and that's what we came here to do today.
What is the problem you find in this one?
Well, for one, there's a lot of air leaks already on this thing, and here, as you can see, this is supposed to go straight out. It's already curving here, and you got two elbows.
Louder.
You got two elbows here that are not supposed to go there. So what we're gonna do is make this go straight up with an elbow. Then we're gonna put another sleeve here and then an elbow here. So we're gonna separate these two elbows so it can make it more of a vertical pipe, make it vertical here before we do a 45, and then another vertical pipe going up. That way we're not having too many
Because of
slants
too
here.
many curve, it seems like there is a lot of drop and air leak might be there.
Yes, correct.
The problem here is carbon monoxide has been there in the thing, so it does not pass this test.
That's correct. It's not passing because of a carbon monoxide leak here.
Always that much gap should be there, or like what is the main reason to have that much of gap?
This here is just a ventilation.
Oh.
And here we're gonna make sure we put some screws in place. That way this is not moving so much as well. As you can see, a lot of them they connect and you just twist it on there. But here there's no actual way to twist it. So we are gonna screw this to this as it should have been. It was taped on there before,
Okay.
but they taped it, I guess, just because.
So most of the air leaks used to happen in this particular gap, or like?
Yes. This is something we see a lot happen. We want to make sure this is secure. Okay, so you can see, these little holes there. That's for this to sit in place. So this is not really moving so much, and that's how you want it to be.
So what the problem is saying that where the tank they are fixed, and you can see the exhaust line is too long. Because of that, you have to put 2 to 3 elbows to take it to that level. So there might be a lot of chance of getting leakage over there.
Correct. You were saying, sir?
No, you were mentioning it was having 2 layers, right? Inside also there is one more layer.
Yeah, this is these have 2 layers. There's a double pipe, which is made for gas furnaces or or gas water heaters. This is what you're supposed to use to code.
So water heater they used to have double line, no?
Well, just just to make sure everything, all the gases, everything that's inside carbon dioxide is being released properly, and it's not getting released into the air.
Do you need my support?
Sorry?
No. Do you need my support, like holding?
Oh no. Hang on. And this, from what it looks like, this pipe looks like is the original from that. But it's not only the reason why we replace is not only the fact that it has air leaks, but the fact that it wasn't lined up like this. It was lined up like this. You get what I'm saying? But now you're gonna have a difference where instead of being it like this,
Instead of having this much of bend and yes, reduce it to the bend.
yeah, you're gonna have it
much of
actually
level.
lined up straight, and then you have your elbow. Then then in between the elbows you have another one here.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? You can't have two elbows.
So that the flow is not disturbed. So
Exactly.
rather than it goes
That's
complete.
exactly what it is. You want to make sure that the flow is not being disturbed. You have an elbow here, and then it's going to flow good there, and then another elbow. But having it like this, you're not going to have good airflow flowing through, which could have caused this to have air leaks on this thing.
Yeah, if you see
So-
it's having a lot of bend, so there might be a chance of leak
Yeah.
at any point of time. Or
Yeah.
rather than if this is a case, you can able to arrest each section where it's because if you see 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
most probably 3 joints, right?
Yes.
So it
Yeah.
might be having 4 to 5
Actually,
joints.
you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the last one is
Last
5. Are what
And this is a vent, direct vent top line. So he told not to replace this one. It's fine.
Yeah, this is fine. And this is not really an issue. It's gonna flow out. The issue was here,
Okay.
and here, where it was taped.
Okay.
That was the biggest issue of this whole thing. Now we could have just took off the elbow here and added one of these, but we don't know how secure these elbows were in the air leaks. So it's safer. And whenever you do mess with older elbows, like 20-year-old, 30-year-old elbows, and you're trying to adjust, they'll break.
Okay.
So
Okay, got
you're
it.
better off
Replace with the new
whole
one.
thing. Yeah. So you
So
want to
what?
make sure.
What is the whole setup cost for this one? Like,
Well, cost-wise, this here, with tax and all, was nearly close to $80-$90.
okay.
Yeah.
So is there having any grade, B grade, C grade? They used to say some grades. Is that
I'm using Duravent, and I purchased my supplies through an AC supply store versus buying it at Home Depot, which is this material is a whole lot better and sturdier than
okay?
what you're buying at the retail. So I actually go to the supply store and buy what's supposed to be put here in its place.
So imagine the cost range of the vent would
Yeah.
be around like less than $150 only,
Yeah.
max to max. So
Yeah, and a lot of people, for what I'm doing, this type of service is even if it is a 30-minute, service here or whatever, this is like a $300 service, you could say.
mhm.
Like here, you see the driving has tape. But it's preferably these. When you're using double pipe, you want to use screws, not tape.
So initially my whole setup was having this one tape, so he's saying that it is not a good one to
No,
use.
yeah.
So rather than go with that kind of what is that? That is also comes on the
Screw.
same metal.
Yes, it's the same metal, but it's preferably you want to use screws to hold it into place.
So that
See, this is not gonna move.
Okay, got it. So do you mean to say there is no problem with that?
There's no problem with it at all.
Okay.
The problem was this pipe here. And
so is there anything like maintenance wise? So how long it will last, or how many years or how many months we have to do the service of vent? Is there anything like that, or like it's
no, not. I mean, years wise. I mean, this is why you have hard pipe, because hard pipe lasts for almost 20-30 years. But as you can see, this hard pipe, it's been there at least might be even the original of how old your home is. To secure this elbow, we put screws. We tighten this sleeve, and we put screws here, so we know that this is not going to come apart.
okay?
Here, this is you don't have to put this down necessarily, because this is your water heater. You can't put screws to that, so it's supposed to be standing on top like that.
Okay.
And plus, you have to be able to service it. You don't want it to. You don't want to put any holes in this.
Yes, right. So right now you don't need to put any tape over here.
No.
Not required.
No.
Okay.
The way you see it right now is how it should be. The reason the tape was there was not for any air leak. It was to hold it there because they were slanting it over the stand. So the older pipe was going this way. It was going like this, and then with the two elbows. So, but we wanted this like it's supposed to go straight up, and then slant it.
Okay.
So that's what we wanted right there. Right there where we have it, it's where we want it. We want it to go straight up, and then an elbow. Then you have enough room there for it to flow, and then another elbow going straight up over here. And that's it. You're good to go.
Great.
In between the duct and the insulation, right here will cause some moisture issues. This has to be. Again, like today, for example, we did have to replace the pipe because, it wasn't up to code. It already had air leaks through the elbows. It just wasn't all in all installed correctly. So we just gutted that out and put a whole brand new vent pipe for the water heater.
Okay.
And so
how we can able to reach you? So what's your company name and what's your contact details and those things you can share with me?
My company name is Tex-Air Solutions. You can find me on Facebook. You very easily just to Google it, you'll find me on Facebook page where you can see a lot of my reviews, a lot of my work as far as videos, pictures, and everything you see on there is all original. It's all my work. Everything that has before and after pictures there, you will see. You could and if you have any questions, you're welcome to send me a message there, or preferably. You can call me at 832-643-1618. If I don't pick up right away, you could text me or leave a message.
Thank you, Adam. Thanks for your job. And,
no problem.
Definitely, I will try to reach how much people as I can. And my feedback is that his work was good, and also he was on time. And as per cost part, he was charging what the actual cost is, rather than not giving up into before seeing the job. He didn't say any cost. After seeing that, he just given me an estimate. Yes. And so he didn't charge more than that estimate. It was plus or minus 1 or 2%, rather than some people go with plus or minus 20-25%. Thank you. I'll check it out how this works, and based on that I will give you more feedback on this.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yes.